Hey guys, let's make pizza. So I got my flour, my oil, my sugar, and my yeast. You see, I'm gonna lift it up so you can see that it's risen and it's ready, which is always good because if your yeast isn't active, then baby, it will not rise, and your dough will be just a little ball, a hard ass ball. But it's this recipe. It's straightforward. You literally just dump everything in and you start mixing. So I just put everything in, start mixing. I don't know about you guys, but pizza is one of my absolute favorite foods. And I mean, I am from Chicago, so that tracks. And if you've been to Chicago, then you know, or you even heard about Chicago, you know we love pizza. So yeah, there's that. And for my family, I tend to make it like once a month. And I make 16-inch pizzas. So they're pretty big, but it's only a couple meals. And I share my pizza with my babies. So, you know, there's that. And my boyfriend, he gets his own pizza because he likes turkey, pepperoni, and or chicken, like barbecue chicken pizza. So, yeah, I'm not trying to eat that. You see how the bowl was clean? That's what you're looking for. And you roll it into a ball. I had put a little bit of oil into it, and then I rolled the dough around in it so that it wouldn't stick. I put this foil on top of the bowl because when I stick it in the oven, I don't want the oven to melt my plastic. But this is how I proof my dough because I don't have a proof box. So I proof it inside of my oven. The best part right there was punching the dough. It deflates like sort of farts. Then I weigh it so that I know how much to break it apart so I can make, 2 balls for each pizza. After that, of course, I don't roll my pizza dough. I pat it and I keep going until it reaches the edges. I don't know why. I could roll it, but I don't know. For some reason, it's a little bit therapeutic for me to just go ahead and pat it to the edges. And I've done the other way where you stretch it. I don't toss it in the air or anything like that. I'm not like those celebrity chefs or TV chefs. Let me call them that. TV chefs where they be tossing the pizza in the air and all of that stuff. I ain't got time for it. If anything, I'll roll it or I'll pat it to the edges. And once it's done, of course, then I start doing my toppings. I don't make my own sauce because I'm too lazy for that. But I'll just use a jar of, spaghetti sauce or whatever and spread it around. You don't need too much. You never need too much. I hate a really saucy pizza. So, I know you've heard of deep dish. I absolutely despise deep dish. I will not eat that. It's too much sauce. But this, I do love a lot of cheese. And most places in Chicago, we have a lot of cheese on our pizza. So I use a whole bag of cheese for each pizza. And I make sure that it's covered or whatever. 'Cause I like the little bit of stretch when you bite into it. And I love a lot of pepperonis, obviously. So it's a few rings of pepperoni that's gonna go on this here pizza. But that crispy little crunch that it gets in the oven, it's just perfect. So I cook it on 450, and in Chicago we tend to cut our pizzas in squares instead of slices. Don't ask me why, I don't know. It's just better that way. But some people love the crust and some people love no crust. So you got the middle pieces where there's absolutely no crust, but this is always perfect.